Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my page. And today I would like to reintroduce myself and speak about the 16 years of building Africa's future at the Tropics Group of Companies and what comes next. What does it take to mobilize $500 million for African SMEs? And more importantly, what is the blueprint to 10 times that impact by 2030? Yes, that's a challenge. I am Vénicia Guinot, and after 16 years of building transcontinental bridges, I am about to show you exactly how we are rewriting Africa's economic story. I am president of the Tropics Group of Companies, a diversified conglomerate, proudly African, intentionally and truly global, with over 20 subsidiaries operating across 35 plus markets in media, technology, events, edtech, tourism, and investment, to name but a few. But here is what really matters to us. I do not just advise governments and investment promotion agencies on nation branding. I architect the infrastructure that converts positioning into capital flows. I sit on executive boards at the African Canadian Business Chamber in Vancouver and at the Luxembourg and Cabo Verde Chamber of Commerce, which is based in Luxembourg City, designing the investment corridors that connect African innovation, African opportunities with global capital. Think of me as an institutional architect. I build the frameworks that transform sovereign brands into economic engines. Over the past 16 years, we've done more than talk about Africa's potential. We've mobilized it. In 2022 alone, when we went to Cape Verde through the Tropic Summit and Country Showcase that I have chaired since 2017, um, we facilitated 500 USD million for African SMEs and cross borders initiatives. Our platforms, Tropics Media, Tropics Invest and Co, Tropics Magazine, the Tropics Business Network, African Doers Council, African Doers Power List, the Tropics Concierge, the Tropics Venture Studio, which is our latest baby. All of this ecosystem actually operate as a connected hub. We do not just publish content or host events or facilitate business for other stakeholders. We engineer market corridors that link African entrepreneurs with family offices, sovereign wealth funds, wealth management, asset management, family offices, and institutional investors from Canada, Luxembourg to the Middle East. And here is the thing most people miss. Nation branding isn't marketing. It is strategic positioning that unlocks foreign direct investment, de-risks investment perception, and creates the conditions for exponential growth. That is the work that we do at the Tropics Group and at the Guinot and Partners, my other baby, which is my consulting firm focusing on continental branding. All of these strategies help us to turn influence into infrastructure and infrastructure into measurable economic impact. So, what is next? The blueprint 2026 to 2030 is about scale and precision. First, we are expanding our investment corridor model to connect 50 plus African markets with North America, Europe, and Asia, creating bilateral investment frameworks that go beyond MOUs to actual capital deployment. Secondly, through the Tropics Venture Studio, which was known formerly as the Tropics Tech Accelerator, we are incubating the next generation of African tech creatives and impact enterprises, companies ready to really scale and ready for global scaling from day one. Thirdly, I am positioning myself as the go to strategic voice for governments and corporations who understand that Africa isn't the future, it is the present. That means more speaking engagements at global forums because I learned to build for more than a decade silently. Now it is the time to share what we've learned. And that means really taking chances to share our expertise, take on more board advisory roles, play mentors to really viable founders, and more consulting partnerships. That is really what I'm looking for with institutions serious about Africa. And finally, we are launching a knowledge economy initiative that trains the next generation of African institutional architects, leaders who can do what I do, but across every sector, every market. This is the legacy I am building at Tropics, rooted in Ubuntu, powered by excellence and designed for generational impact. If you are ready to tell your story on the global stage, or if you need someone who can architect your next $1 billion move, or maybe your next billion pounds move, I would love really to talk with you. So find me at calendly.com/Venicia Guinot. You find that in the description. I am Venicia. Let's build the future together.